we sit here today, 2 points clear at the top of the table, 9 big games to go. How good does it feel to be there?
To be honest, on that specific fact, doesn't feel at all. So because it just feels like we are in the middle of a race, and if you are part of a race and you are 2-3 meters ahead, but the finishing line is still not in sight really. That's I don't think anybody ever made that part of the track then with raised arms or whatever and thought, yeah, we did it. Take the flag of your country and running already. So that's really doesn't feel. It's good. I know. I feel good about the general situation, the team, the way we play. So many things I like a lot, but being 2 points above whoever is nothing I'm really thinking about.
What's it like to be involved in this title race though? Because there's 3 teams just slugging it out, and Jürgen, every kick seems to matter, every decision seems to matter.
Yeah, first and foremost, it's not allowed that we see it like that. So there must be space for failure. There must be space for mistakes. It's always like it is. It's all how you see it. Because last game is a very good example. I wouldn't say surprised, but I was happy that we reacted in the way we reacted because we were 2 weeks all over the world in different countries, played different football, and after 90 seconds we were 1-0 down against a really good football team. So that could have happened pretty much everything. But I liked the reaction during the first half already. Then we could readjust a little bit in the half time, and then we were us again. Against a really good side, which just led to the fact that it was a pretty tight win, but it still counts, and I'm really pleased with that. So being in the title race, it's the best place to be honest, because probably everybody's dreaming of something like that when the season starts. Most of the teams are not involved anymore. I'm not sure. I don't even know exactly distance to 4th place or stuff like that, so I wouldn't count them off. But it's good. It's the result of the football the boys played over the season so far.
You've just mentioned this, but just to go into a little bit more detail, when you win, the highs must be so high, but boy oh boy, your team make you sweat sometimes, don't they? There's been big comebacks this season, and when you go behind early against Brighton, you're thinking, not again, I can't take this again.
Yeah. Let me say, final whistle in Liverpool games this season quite frequently was like just, oh God, okay, next one. But it's the way, and it's not that we planned it or whatever, but it's part of the success we had so far this season, that we overcame so many difficult moments very early in the season. We didn't know. I knew we have a good team. I knew that after 3 days in preseason. I was really happy with the team we will have. Then you need luck with injuries, which we obviously didn't have. And then you need to face all the potential struggles in a game. So like red cards, in our case, they were pretty much, strange red cards. Being 1-0 down, turning games around with 10 men, with 9 men, and all these kind of things. So there's so many things which makes you a better team when you go through this together. And that's why being 1-0 down is not exactly the same feeling what we maybe would have if we would have lost the last 6 when we were 1-0 down. So that's slightly different, but I don't take these things for granted. Nobody should. It's always difficult, and we will face now constantly teams who fight for their own targets, and 1-0 lead is a good step into a game. But of course, I'm pretty sure other teams think as well. When you're 1-0 up against Liverpool, it doesn't mean automatically you won the game already. So they will be awake as well. It's all right, but yes, I would prefer being 4-0 up at half-time and directly after half-time 5 and 6-0, and then somehow bring the game over the line. That would be my preferred result, but we never had that, so we have to do it our way.
Did you get a chance to watch Man City against Arsenal afterwards? What did you think?
Yeah, no, we had a lot of people in, but we watched it in my boot room, and but I was talking to the people, and then I saw in their eyes that something happened there more or less. So I saw a little bit of it. Didn't have to watch it back now, but 0-0. Hard fought. Arsenal, put a proper shift in, and City was City without scoring. Let me say like that. And but Arsenal has obviously real quality, and the tactical discipline that day, is very important if you want to get something in Manchester. And I think it was the first game for how long that they didn't score in a home game. So that says something about the Arsenal performance. But I don't have to watch the game to know that they're both good football teams. So I knew that before. We don't play them anymore, so I don't have to watch it too detailed.
Afterwards, other managers saying, you're the favourites now. Everyone's analysing the schedule, saying who's got the best run in. Do you take much notice? Do you believe them?
No, not at all, of course not. Can't see our schedule being any kind of easy. We play now, tomorrow, Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, 12:30. That's our schedule. I can't see where this is easy. If we would play against us, it would be difficult. So that's just, we have to get through these kind of periods. And but there's nothing decided. Everybody knows that. And Pep didn't say, I heard that and saw it, didn't say, by the way, now Liverpool is favorite. So somebody asked him, he said yes. And sarcasm and irony or stuff like this is obviously not, journalists don't take too well. So I saw his eyes when he said it. So it's all fine. All three want to win it, definitely. And we will see who can do it.
The other dynamic here is, of course, this is your final fling. We all know that, the end of the season. I just wondered, after the game at the weekend, when you're around saluting the fans and saying thank you for their support, is there any second in your mind where you sort of consider this won't be like this for so much longer and you have to cherish every minute? No, I do cherish every minute, always did. So that's not, I don't have to change in that department. So no, I'm not emotional yet. I'm not. There's no sentiments or whatever. It's not. It's a job to do. I owe the people so much that I have to be professional, and I am, and I cannot switch my role all the time and be now Jürgen the private person, Jürgen the Liverpool lover. I'm manager of this football club with all I have, and no, so far I never had that for a second. There are moments before the game, but they were always emotional. You Never Walk Alone is special to me, will always be, and that's depends on the people, how they, in which shape they are, which form they are. So if they do put all in, then it's pretty special. And no, but how I said, that will be. I'm not looking forward to the Wolves game. Like in that sense that I think, that will be great, and so I hope. It's an important game, and we have. If we win it, we could do something or win something more, even. But obviously, after the game, that will be different, and I'm not looking forward to that. But besides that, I'm fully in the season. I know you're not getting sentimental yet, but we've spoken to Virgil ahead of this game. He's just so desperate to win it for you. He said, Trent Alexander-Arnold, you heard the other day, saying it's a bit like The Last Dance. In reference to Michael Jordan. So the players are thinking about it. I guess that must be a good thing, Jürgen, because it can motivate them. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure not on a daily basis. So we have here really business as usual. And look, it's now Trent and Virgil a good example. We went through a lot together, and Robbo, others, Ali, Baba, whoever is still here, Joey. So I want it as much for them as they want it for me. So, but in the end, it's for the people, and that's how it is. And if it would be only about me, nobody would have to make an extra step, because that's really not important. But it's for all of us, and so let's give it a proper try. I think that's all we can do. Yes, and it is maybe a little bit like The Last Dance, but a lot of dances are coming up, and we better focus on all of them until the final match day, and that's what we will do. But the relationship between the boys and me is absolutely outstanding. Always was. There were moments. That's how it is with footballers, when the manager is not a favorite person on the planet. If I don't play them in a specific game,
but the general respect was always there and will always be there. Met now around the Brighton game, obviously Millie and Adam Lallana, and it was like if I would have seen them the day before, because it just feels normal and natural. So I'm so happy that we could write so many stories here on a personal level, but as well on a club level as well. So it's just nice. It was all good. So club is in a good moment. Team plays good football. We just have to do that another 14 times, and then everything is fine.
Yeah, you can dream of dancing after the next 14. Just on Virgil, because we've spoken to him, his performances this season have just been incredible, haven't they? The consistency, Jürgen. His
performances since he's at Liverpool have been like that. So it had a bad injury, and the world, unfortunately, is like that. It's all good as long as you function. In the moment when you don't function, then people forget pretty quickly how good you've been, and especially how tough the period is you went through. And for me, Virgil was always absolutely outstanding. He is the best centre-half in the world for this period of time, yes, and there was a little bit of low for the team and maybe for him as well, but understandably for him especially. So that's all. But the man he became here and the player became is absolutely outstanding, and nobody will forget that in the future, definitely. But the business is like that. You have a bad game and people take it too often personal. It's like, how can you play like that? And then don't give it a second think. Come on, think again. Why could it be? Let's just assume he wants to play good. And now let's think, why didn't he do it then? It's always like, that's what I never understand criticism. If it's pundits or whatever, how can you play like that? And they forgot that they played very often, even worse.
I don't forget, by the way, because I was working in Scottish football when he was at Celtic, and I used to tell people in England how good he was. So I
yeah.
Look, just finally on Sheffield United, you can take nothing for granted. People maybe looking ahead to the Man United game, I'm sure you'd slap them in the face if they said that to you, because Sheffield United have played really well and been unlucky not to win their last two.
Yeah, exactly. I think we have a very good moment for Sheffield, like performance-wise, definitely. I watched this morning the press conference, Chris Wilder, so they know what to expect and they know what they need to do, but they will do exactly try that, and we know that. So it's we spoke yesterday already about it. So a banana skin is a banana skin when you let it be a banana skin. So easy as that. It's just it's all about us. How do we approach this game? And if we play to our absolute top level, then it will be difficult for Sheffield. But if not, the door is immediately open for them, and especially with the expectation around. So we need to have a performance like we would play, I don't know, Man City, for example. Exactly the same attitude. That's what we need. Everybody defends, everybody attacks in the right moment, close them down, don't let them have counterattacks, don't let them have second balls, all these kind of things. But it's football, and we work with human beings, so I have another 24 hours or a bit more time to help the boys with understanding in the right way, and that's what we will do.